Hey everybody, Bad Pennies, we're back. I'm Sho, this is my friend Alan, and this one's gonna be fun.
Or yeah, well, we hope anyway. So maybe this will be a short one, like we're doing this on fun. So the bottom line is have fun.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Enjoy your life.
Great, we're done.
Right.
Here. So okay. So I'm sure you've all figured out that there are times when life is pretty damn serious.
Yeah.
And even when we're doing this work here and doing this podcast, we take it seriously because we know that lives are at stake.
Yeah.
And that we care. And caring is a very serious thing.
It is. It is.
It's a very serious thing, and all its levels and all its incarnations, caring is very serious and important and powerful and valuable, life affirming in a way.
Yeah.
Caring, but
all that.
Yes, but if we're always being serious and doing all of that serious stuff, and look, I'll bet you know somebody that is really hard to get them to crack up, right? That they're just serious about everything all the time, no matter what they do, and it's like, and you don't want to be around them. I mean, you try to be around them, but it's just hard. Yeah. And so, usually around those people, I've got tears because we were laughing here recently. So, that you want to try to knock them off. You want to try to break them out of whatever that is.
Yeah.
And the question is, why is that? Why do we have the desire to do that? Well, the desire is that without fun, life becomes such a drudgery that I imagine we wouldn't even want to continue on.
I mean, part of life is experiencing life.
Yes, and
the good and the bad.
And the irony of it, and the goofiness of it.
Yeah,
and
there's a spectrum to life. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, I know that I've had a girlfriend who walked in, or was listening to, and from another room, my Circle of Men meeting, right? And of course, she was a couple of rooms away, and she couldn't actually hear anything that we were saying. But often we don't say stuff; we just make a lot of noise. We just do shit and we laugh, and sometimes it gets loud, and sometimes it's quiet. And we're always, not always, but we goof off a lot.
Okay.
We do shit and to each other and with each other, and it's just a lot of fun. And she doesn't understand it at all. She just thinks that we're being totally stupid and crazy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about fun is that the way men have fun and the way women have fun are different.
Well, as long as you're enjoying life, but yeah, women. The thing that
and we both have fun, by the way. It's not to take away from anybody. Like men have more fun than women. That's not true.
Yeah. No. Women have different fun, and I don't like doing the fun things that women like to do. I like to do the fun things that guys like.
Of course you do. Of course you do. But here, but in a position like I've been in over the years, the women that I work with, they come up with things to do with the men that they think is fun. And we go along with it. And we, to a certain degree, pretend that we're having fun.
Right.
But what I tell the men is to figure out how to have fun with it anyway. So it's not just about, because I don't think it's sure, there's a certain amount of fakery that happens, between men and women. And it's all in a good spirit of accommodating each other, and it's good that we accommodate each other, right? Otherwise, there wouldn't be much to do, and so we have to accommodate the way that they like to have fun, even though that it isn't the way that we like to have fun.
Okay.
And sometimes vice versa. I mean, I've dragged my girlfriends to, action movies. And but only under the promise that the next one will be, a rom-com or something like that, right? And
compromise.
And look, and I'll go and look. You can discipline yourself to have a good time. You can discipline yourself to have fun, or you can be an asshole. And look, a lot of times when we forget that we're affecting other human beings, we start being assholes. But it's not good for the women around us. It's not good for our children. It's not good for our friends and all of our relationships, including our family. So it's a higher level of being to discipline yourself, to figure out how to have fun in situations that you wouldn't normally do to have fun, right? But the bottom line is, it is important to have fun.
It is.
And I personally like looking for fun in everything. Now, when things are like really super serious and somebody's in trouble and maybe there's tears, or at least potential for someone getting hurt, or all kinds of things that can be really, really serious. That's not the time to have fun. Right. That's not the time to crack a joke. You maybe crack a joke later about it, but when you see some of the irony of what happened. But again, with all things, we have to know when it's appropriate. And I find that a lot of men are so uncomfortable when things get very, very serious that they will crack jokes in order to cut through the thickness and heaviness of what's going on, because they're personally uncomfortable. And so, again, with the things that are not fun, learning how to embrace them, how to deal with them, how to not deflect them, because it is a form of deflection, right? Because we're personally uncomfortable and then we do something stupid.
Sometimes you just want to have fun. Sometimes you're a jester, a joker, something like that.
And then there are situations where it's appropriate and situations that's not. And that's part of growing up, right? So if you're a 20-something or whatever, or a teen listening to this, know that part of the process of growing up is figuring out what's appropriate, what works. Remember, in almost all of the podcasts we've done, we always come back to doing what works, right? And you got to figure that out, and it takes experience and time and effort to figure out things that work and don't work. The only, and I don't know who this is attributed to. I've heard it attributed to many different people, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Right.
All right. Well, and of course there's the Frank Sinatra, I Did It My Way, which is like the #1 song in the United States, played at funerals. Actually, I looked it up. Always look on the bright side of life is one of the top ones in England. In the United States, and it's like number 10 or 11 or whatever in the United States. But My Way happens to be one of the most ones. But here's the thing, doing it your way means it, to me, is more about embracing your individualism and your uniqueness. It's not about trying to tell the world it's wrong and doing it your way, even though it doesn't work. Because if you keep doing it your way and it doesn't work, you're just an idiot. All right? And I'm sorry, you can send me letters for calling you an idiot, but you're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's stupid to keep doing shit that doesn't work so you could say you did it your way. There's a difference from that than being an individual and being a pioneer. Being a pioneer is not about doing it my way. It's about figuring things out that work, that no one else has figured out before. Okay, so there's an element of ego in My Way, and letting go of ego and being a true pioneer. Right?
So, for the sake of keeping this serious topic of having fun on the serious fun part of being fun. Some of the ways that people can experience fun and enjoy life are individual way. There's ways that you can have fun by yourself. There's ways that you can have fun with other people.
Yes.
There's just everyone should find their own fun and enjoy the fun.
Well,
right? Anything.
If I have heard rumors is that to the effect that it's our secondary purpose in life is to have fun. I've heard rumors that it's actually a common purpose for all human beings. I mean, is a dictionary fun? Would you think of dictionaries as being fun? See, my dictionary has Funyuns in it. Now, I mean, what if I wasn't looking to have fun? I mean, it's got a lot of serious stuff, but it's got Globus cruciger. Globus cruciger. I mean, if you didn't know what a Globus cruciger is, you will find it in here and know that it actually shows itself in Monty Python's Holy Grail movie, and because there's a Globus cruciger in there.
That's a comedy. So yeah, we're talking about fun. Comedy is fun.
Can be.
Adventure
except
can be
when
fun,
it's not
right?
funny, and then it's just sad. But yeah,
hiking can be fun. Bungee jumping can be. What do you call those? Like adventure seekers, adrenaline junkies.
Sure.
Crossword
Zip
puzzles.
lining.
How about that? If you think about somebody like doing like Sudokus, do you think those are fun?
Well, I mean, look at home, because I'd share a house with a family, and the lady of the house loves her People magazine crossword puzzles, but when I go in the bathroom, I fill them out and don't say anything.
Great, you're one of those guys. You're taking away her fun.
And I do it in pen.
You're having fun taking away her fun. In pen. Great.
And in pen.
Good job.
And
family game night.
And just the look on her face when she's holding up the magazine to me, that I filled it out before she got the opportunity.
Right.
So was definitely a lot of fun. So, but again, find it in all of the places, because if you forget to have fun, life becomes just a drudgery.
Right.
And
I like what you said. Secondary purpose is to have fun. So
yeah. So that means that there's an element of actually needing to seek fun, to look for it, and to create it. Right. To be creating fun. And so we have some questions.
Don't take life too seriously.
Well, yeah. You don't want to do that. So there's some questions.
What's up?
Okay. Question is, where can you find fun that you haven't looked before?
Ooh, good question.
Okay,
probably in the place I haven't looked before.
Well, it's not quite a totally rhetorical question, but at the moment it is. But it's time to take a look at your life and where can you find fun in places where you forgotten, right? Because you forget. We forget. We get all into the serious shit and we forget about fun.
Yeah.
And you can add it in by remembering. And so and again, like all of the other things that we talk about, it can be a discipline. Adding fun into your life can actually be a discipline process.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have fun with that.
Yeah. You have to.
Well, again, there's nobody holding a gun to our head saying, have fun or else, right?
Well, the people that have that laser focus on what it is that they're doing in their life, and they wake up and every minute of the day is spent on this serious topic and everything, like, you're going to crack, you're going to break.
See?
You got to do something.
You can't see this, right? Oh.
Head
no, it's too close. There we go. Groucho Marx. There we go. When I talk about having fun, that man knew how to have fun. That man knew how to have fun. So, yes, Groucho Marx.
A little bit before my time. I know who the Marx Brothers were, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the Marx Brothers material. I know that there's Harpo, Groucho,
Chico.
Yeah, see, and I've. Oh, you know what? I think I saw Harpo on an episode of I Love Lucy. That's the extent of the Marx Brothers to me.
Well, a couple of their films are still classics to this day.
I'll have to check one out.
And they hold up.
Are they fun?
They are fun.
Okay.
They are fun. So
hope I have fun watching.
I mean, look, Nick at Night has reruns of You Bet Your Life. I mean, not You Bet Your Life. Was it You Bet Your Life?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Groucho had a game show.
Okay.
Yeah, You Bet Your Life.
Okay.
All right. So there's reruns of You Bet Your Life. They're hilarious, actually, and he had all kinds of people on, and he had a lot of fun with them. Look, we can go on and on. We could do a whole episode here on Groucho Marx, but we're not going to. Just remember to
I like the Three Stooges.
Catch yourself being too serious.
Catch yourself being too serious. Have fun.
And add some fun to your life.
Yeah.
Because
who's your favorite Three Stooges? Who's your favorite of the Three Stooges?
Oh, it's always Curly. Everybody's favorite Three Stooges is Curly.
Curly, probably. He knew how to have fun.
Well, yeah, he was.
And I think Moe was more serious.
He was sort of the straight man most of the time, but Curly, there was an element of just not taking himself too seriously.
Right.
He wasn't afraid to look bad. He was not afraid to be a total goofball.
Mm-hmm.
He was not afraid to take it to where nobody else, I mean, beyond where anyone else would be willing to take it, right? His fearless, I think what made him my favorite and makes him my favorite was his ability to be fearless. And when you're having fun, there's an element of being fearless in that. I mean, don't be measured fun. Just have fun. Just let it go. Laugh and enjoy yourself. And it's one of the I would say benefits of being alive.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a benefit, and you can teach it to your children. And when you're having fun, it affects others. It makes life better for other people too. Right? It does, doesn't it? I know you're laughing because you're thinking of an instant. I can tell. So
there's times when you just gotta let it go. You know, there's a time and a place for to be serious and be in that purpose or that moment of this seriousness. But there's also times when you just get to remove all restrictions and be the idiot sometimes, right?
I write fun things from time to time, tongue-in-cheek comments, and I just, and this is very recent, I sent one out, and I sent it out to just my circle of people that I will send those kinds of things to, right?
Okay.
Hoping that they would enjoy my particular comedic view on the world, so to speak. And I got an email back from someone who was totally bent out of shape by it. They didn't get the humor. They didn't know why I sent it to them.
Yeah.
And they, and they admonished me for ever sending them something like that ever again, right? So, which made me laugh. And my reply was, have you ever heard of humor? Period.
Yeah.
Signed by me.
Yeah.
And of course, the response to that was
a long paragraph.
Oh, just went ballistic, right?
Yeah. Well, this is.
And so
we're in a different day and age now, man. Sensitivities.
And all I could do, and so my final email to them was, you make me laugh so hard. So hard.
Yeah.
And I get it. When someone gets too serious, that's definitely where I want to go. I just laugh more and more, and it gets funnier and funnier. And why not?
Why not?
And why not? Life's too short, right? Seriously.
All right.
Seriously.
Oh, wow.
Seriously. Have fun.
Bad Pennies. We'll be back.
We'll be back.